That's right. Come to sample class where we can teach you how to make samples. Then we'll teach you how to build a site. Then we'll teach you how to sell your samples so you can buy more plugins and boards. You can buy more plugins and boards. You can get that analog synth you always wanted. Sample class. Yo, what's up, Ant? What's up, SD? How you guys doing on this wonderful Friday afternoon? Hope you guys are all signed into your company portals while watching this video. You know, spread a little bit of anarchy. Yo, of course, bro. Y'all remember Rebecca Black? Partying, partying, fun, fun, fun. Cause it's Friday, Friday. I completely blew up a couples group chat with that video. We was all going on vacation, and I dropped that video in there, and a few of the wives had not seen it, and their lives were no better after seeing it. But we definitely fucking floated down a lazy river in Blue Ridge, Georgia, with a whole bunch of inner tubes and white wine and thermoses, bumping Rebecca Black's Friday on a Friday. It was amazing. It was in the middle of like 2020 COVID, bro. Like that. That was a fantastic time. MH, what's up, bro? Tubing is so lit. Yo, tubing is amazing, bro. Tubing is one of the tubing is like one of like the top 5 outside activities that you can do. Like it's so good. Everybody's in a good mood. Nobody's mad when they're tubing. I seen this dude, he was drunk as shit. A lot of drunk people on the river when tubing, right? I seen this dude and he was a local, right? Up there in Blue Ridge. And he jumped on his tube and I seen his finger toe shoes. And yo, like every time I see those shoes, it doesn't matter like what situation I'm in. I cannot hide my face, like my disgust by somebody putting those on and going outside the house. And he caught me. He caught me, and he turns around on his tube. He's got his beer right here. He's like, "Hey, brother, don't hate on the beach feet." And then throws his feet up in the air and wiggles his toes. And I was like, "Oh my god, not the beach feet, bro." Not the beach feet. I can't do it. I can't do it with the beach feet. I don't want to. I will not. I did not put my new. Oh man, I put the sample pack that's not released in my MPC because we're going straight standalone right now. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys right now because I just read MH's last chat. Just you know what? As a matter of fact, I gotta do something here. We gotta take care of this. We just gonna remove that. Cause I don't wanna know if you wear toe socks. Keep that on the low. I don't want to know, bro. I don't want to know. Yo, why is that so good? There's so much there. There's so much there. Yo, listen, for all my NPC people, if you want to make like your life easier, as far as like if you buy a modern sample pack, I don't know, like if you buy a modern sample pack, it gives you a BPM, and if you get one from me, it gives you the key. But you NPC will give you the key. But bro, instead of jumping into sample mode first off, like when you find your vibe, like just put it in an audio track and pretend you're in the DAW, and it's so much easier, like way easier to do everything, right? Like, hold up, I'll show you what I mean. So if I break this out, you can see I've got the different sections of the. So what? This is at 151. I'll take this, change this to 151. Go back inside, and now you can get your little one bar that. So you got your little first loop here, and then if you need to get the other pieces, they don't go away; they stay. So you're just like bam, 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 right? So you got one pattern here. Double this sequence, do it, double it, 2, 3, 4. I think there's maybe there's 5. I don't know. Then just go to each sequence. Watch, watch, watch. Go there. Now you got another one. All right. Sequence 3. Yoink. We got the one that starts on 9. Let's get the one that starts on 17. Yo, thanks, MH. I've been trying to get like fucking, like Bluff God with the wavy shit in the background, and give you guys you know, a different vibe on the visuals, on the visuales, if you will. Come on, come on, come on. You're a fucking doof. So we got the one that started at 16. Should be this guy right here. This should be the last piece. Yep. Right. Now you got. point of this exercise, now that you got them all set up, if you need to do like, if you wanted to do, I like this at this tone, but say you wanted to change the pitch of it and not have to worry about figuring out what the tempo is, you want to change the pitch of it, but you don't want to, change the speed of it since you got it in warp mode now. So now you could. As you could hear on this particular sample, that time stretching is not going to do us any favor. So we're gonna use what we got. All right. Toe socks type beats on a Friday is wild, bro. He's I want to send some of my beats to you to suit them up, cost and all. So the show, first of all, thank you for jumping on the stream. I appreciate you, bro. I haven't seen you comment here before, so it's nice to meet you. Sadly, I don't understand what you're asking me for. If you could please type it another way, that would be awesome, bro. That fucking, this has got a nasty little low end to it. We need to handle that. We use our favorite good old Killy Q. Oh my god, it's so much better, right? You hear it. You heard it. Heard it first. Alright, bet. So go to the mighty MIDI, bro. Yo, what is it? Oh, the TC is set the bar. That's not what you want. Why didn't the Heat get KD? Bro, did you see what Phoenix sent out? He did not have any chance to get KD, bro. You could not trade fucking Max Strus for KD. Why does my sample sounds terrible right now? What is that? Why is it going like that, bro? Why does it sound like that? I know what to do. So weird. No, 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 no. be a little too cool there, guy. Why you gotta embarrass me in front of my friends, bro? Shit is whack. This shit is so whack. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, computer style. Something that we guys talking about. Oh man, y'all are talking in here, bro. Y'all are talking in here. The West got something to say. The East hasn't been dominant since the Heatles. Do y'all think LeBron is considered the GOAT? What's up, Tall David? Depends on the generation. Probably the greatest all around basketball ever if there's a distinction between that and the GOAT. Doggy Diamonds updated a video where someone said Twitter asked the question, is the LeBron score rigged? Yo, LeBron, yo. Oh, not the script, bro. Not the script. Yo, who was talking about they were like an NFL player and they were like, yeah, we used to get a script, but they were obviously being sarcastic, but somebody clipped it, and like half of the day on my sports timeline, it was just people arguing about, I like, look at this concrete evidence that the sports is rigged, bro. Yo, like like I was talking to somebody and they were like, you just like, I just bring this up in light of the Arian Foster comments, and I'm like, bro. And then I watched it and I was like, yo, those were not comments. That was somebody like that was somebody clearly using dry humor. Well, I guess that's why it's dry humor, right? Because it's not clear to everybody. AD, you said my titles are getting better. That's what's up, bro. Didn't even know the NPC had a step sequencer. The NPC has a step sequencer and a piano roll. This NPC has everything on it. It's amazing. It's like making a beat inside the computer without latency. This shit's not really making me happy. 300 first round picks and 6 starters. Yeah, bro, that shit, bro. This shit's crazy. Some people thought it was like, oh, the script, the script because he's gonna be in he's gonna be in Milwaukee when he breaks the record, and bro wasn't even in Milwaukee when he broke the record, bro. But like, bro, like with LeBron, and I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm glad that LeBron James came to play for the Miami Heat, um, because it changed how I looked at um watching these guys play. Because I'm like a homer. I don't. I love NBA basketball. I will watch whatever game that you put in front of me. That's an NBA basketball game, like for sure, no problem. But as far as like appreciating the talent, I would just like appreciate. Like I could tell you about the night Rex Chapman dropped 7 threes on the 72 win um, Chicago Bulls, right? Like I was in the building that night. That shit was amazing. One of the only losses that Chicago had was to the Heat. I can tell you about Vashawn Leonard and celebrate those guys. But people on other teams do not care unless it was like Dennis Rodman. Like I thought Dennis Rodman was raw, and I thought Larry Johnson was raw, even though I hated the Knicks, right? But I didn't want to like watch Kobe, or none of that stuff. And then LeBron came to the Heat, and it was crazy. It was surreal, like watching LeBron James in like a Miami Heat jersey. Like the shit didn't make sense. Like I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, Shaq played for the Heat. D Wade is awesome, but like LeBron played for the Heat. Like these are two of the most dominant. Like at that point, I was just thinking about LeBron as like dominant. He's unstoppable, like a Shaq. But then watching him play and actually getting to appreciate his game and shit like that, I'm like, yo, I'm so stupid for not treating Kobe like this. You know what I mean? Because Kobe was fantastic. You know what I mean? Like amazing, super amazing. I mean, people make the case, that he's better than Mike and LeBron. He's that good, right? So it's different. It's just people who have had the like the good fortune of being able to see these guys like actually play for the team that they root for. You're gonna see you, you're gonna see a different level, because you get to see him play every night. It's just a different level of opinion from people like that. So to me personally, like I watched Michael Jordan destroy the Miami Heat teams in the 90s that were like yo they were amazing teams, like some like 62 win teams, and then just go play Michael Jordan in them and just nah, no, you had no shot, you had no shot. But then I watched LeBron do that, dude. I watched LeBron do that for like for like 10 fucking finals. Like the he just ain't win all of his finals. But on the way to all of them finals, there was nobody in like the Eastern Conference that was nah. It was just like nah, bro. Like they're winning that series. Like, oh, you push them to 7, like, but you knew like on that seventh game, unless you were a hater, there was just like there was no way that those guys weren't coming out of there. Crazy. I've been using the push 2 since 17, and now I combined it with the SP404 MK2. Haven't went back to the MPC since the Renaissance. Oh wow. Okay. But I found a mint MPC 61 key for 1200 local, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit tempted. I mean, bro, like, check that out, dude. The Lebronto Raptors. Yo, the Lebronto Raptors, dude. The Lebronto Raptors completely destroyed DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry's partnership. Just was like, no, no, we gotta break these guys up. And it wasn't those guys. It was Lebronto. God, why? Tell me why he. The hell is this? Is an owl? Never got wings from there, so I don't know. Oh, this is an important discussion. Rumor is the new one will have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Nah, it's definitely gonna have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth for sure. The reason I haven't picked up the MPC 61 yet is because I use the Jupiter XM. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Oof. Oof. There tease. Where's my stylist remix? Oh, here. One now. One now. One now. No. No. We need a 808, and we need it now, bro. what's up. The MPC, the Mini Live 2, no MPC software. How and why? It's probably going to be running another type of software. It's probably just not going to have MPC 2 software on it. It it might be a collab with somebody, you know. Step sequencer is a cheat code on them hats. Yeah, yeah, bro. Especially with ratchet mode, you can make ratchet hi hats. Think about that. This is pretty dope. Yo, so I kept seeing on my algorithm, like on anything that's a part of like my social media universe, I kept seeing um different people advising that, you know, if you're a music producer, whew, it's gonna be very important for you to do content. It's gonna be very important for you to do content as a music producer. You're gonna have to do content. You're just, you know, that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do content. And just like listening to, you know, like my inner monologue, every time I would read that, I was just like, bullshit. No. No, sir. But you know, like every time I see something like that, I don't always want to like cut the mic on and talk to you guys about it, because, you know, sometimes it's not appropriate to be like, you know, messing with people's messaging and what they're doing and stuff like that, right? You know, but dude, like, just like the things that irritate me the most, like to give me like those type of reactions, because it's not, it's just stuff that doesn't check out logically, but it keeps on getting repeated over and over and over again. Um, but I forgot what I was saying. They never said be original, start reacting. Just start reacting. That's what the big producer tubers are doing. Yeah, so I think, bro, like if you like if you're watching this stream and your thing is that you want to be like a music producer and you're working towards that goal, just I think that if you make songs, you know what I mean? Like if you actually like produce songs, you know what I mean? Like songs. Like if you make songs, like if you just make some songs with some people, you know what I'm saying? Like if you get together with some people and make some songs, I feel like that, and I don't know why I feel this way, you know, I don't have an algorithm to back it up, but like hearing that information, I feel like, nah, bro, if you just make songs, that's gonna be better for you as far as like producing, right? So, but then I start to think about it. I'm like, yo, the people who are like writing this type of message and spreading it, me and them would disagree like vehemently about what a producer is. They're like the type of people who would say, like, if you sat down at a DAW, you know what I'm saying? If you sat down at a DAW and you made any kind of music. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a an orchestral score for a Pepsi commercial, or if you made, or if you were like Soldier Boy, setting down and making the crank that beat. You know what I mean? The minute that you click in a box in the step sequencer, you are a producer. You are you are the same thing as Dr. Dre. You guys are the same. You guys are both producers, right? You're actually better than Dr. Dre at this point because at least you're clicking your own step sequencers. Dr. Dre didn't click in his own step sequencers. Let's be clear. So you're better than Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? Like that's where their opinion is. Like mine is more like, no, there's words and there's definitions, and the definition of a music producer is somebody who produces songs, right? You produce songs, not just like music. You produce songs. If you're a record producer, you produce records, right? So maybe the people who are telling you this message, they're thinking about it in terms of, in order to be a producer, like in order for, I think what they're saying is, in order for you to get money making music by yourself at the crib, you need to produce content, which is like 100% true. Like if you're making music at the house by yourself, not cooking up with other artists, not trying to release anything, you're just, then yeah, like 100% you need to be making content, because making music at the house by yourself on the computer never got anybody paid, right? It wasn't, like people made music on the computer, but you notice in like those early videos, like Ninth Wonder pulled up with the laptop, Lex pulled up to the studio with like his mom's fucking compact tower, plugging into the fucking sound card. You know what I mean? So if you want to be a producer, right? Like in terms of, I want people to get on my beats to make songs, like that kind of producer. Especially if you're the kind of person who's like, I want like established artists who are known to get on my songs, you're going to need to have the background in song making, right? Because most people who make songs don't like to work with people who don't make songs. And I know that's crazy. I know that's a I know that's a crazy thing to say, you know. But I think words have definitions, and when we do this thing where we try to get inclusive and we try to play to the lowest common denominator because we want everybody who is in the space to feel included, so we can get them to watch our fucking videos. Sorry. Sorry, but when we want them all to be included just so that they can watch our videos, what happens what happens is, now that we're in, like, how many generations deep do you think we are in content creators, guys? There was I think I'm like the second generation. Like when I think of like content creators like on YouTube, there was like that first round of YouTube tutorials from like, or like you would get them on forums from like guys like Warbeats, you know what I mean, or Logic Pro Ninja, you know what I mean. Those guys were outside, and then like Av, Mr. Different, um, Based Gutta, you know what I mean. Busy and Curtis and them, yours truly came after that, right? And then there was guys that came after us, pause. And then so maybe like we're in like the third or fourth generation of this, right? The thing is, by the time you get to the third or fourth generation, you you know you've got this new group of people who aren't initiated in like music culture and what it is we're doing. They just see us cooking up and they want to do the same thing. Hold up. Give me a second. So so once you get these new people who you've been telling like, yeah, no, you're the same thing as Dr. Dre. As a matter of fact, you're better than Dr. Dre because you picked your own snare sample and dropped it on the 3 beat on the step sequencer. You, my friend, are better than DJ Khaled. You've done more with music than DJ Khaled because DJ Khaled doesn't click in his own snares anymore, but you do. You're better, right? So once you get this new like part of the community who's got that in their head, and then you tell them and then you tell them like, yo, so you guys you guys have been doing great. Not only are you the most talented group of people that have ever made rap music, right? You know you also make beats the fastest, and on top of that you can do it for cheaper than anybody because you're not falling for the trap of using analog synths and gear and none of that, because everything can be done in FL Studio. You are the future of everything. And, oh, by the way, if because they already believe all this false shit. You know what I mean? They already believe all this dumb shit that you've been telling them, and now you're gonna tell them like, yo, you got to be a content creator. Why, bro? Like, how is that helping them? How is that helping people? How's that helping people? Telling people that want to make the fucking slaps, because that's what they want to do. They want to make slaps. They don't they're not like all these people who jump on YouTube and look up how to make rap beats, how to sell rap beats. People who are trying to sell stuff on BeatStars, they're not trying, like, yeah, they want the $35 from the lease, but after they get enough $35 from the lease, dopamine hits. Eventually they hop on Twitter and they're like, producers, comma, do rappers ever send you back versions of the songs? You know what I mean? Or like, hey, how come we don't have better communication with rappers? Like, that whole interaction that they wanted of making something together with somebody else that they could both feel proud about, that they could both show off. Like, I don't give a fuck what you people tell me. Like, that is what you're after. It is not selling a $350 exclusive. You're looking for the slap. You're looking for that person who could sing, that person who could rap, that could add that last final part to your art so that you can get goosebumps upon hearing it. And being a content creator is not going to get you closer to that goal. And I have anecdotally imperial evidence to back it up, right? So, if you think about it, how many times have you like been on your Twitter or something and you've seen somebody be like, man, It's always the motherfuckers with 7 followers that have the hardest beats. How many times have you come across a sample pack from somebody that you never fucking heard of, right? And then, you know, you're on Drum Broker, you never heard of this person, you're listening, you're like, yo, this is crazy, bro. And then you go and read the description and they're like, has produced for, you know, Lil Wayne, Lady Gaga, Bob Dylan, Steven Tyler solo album, Drake featuring The Weeknd featuring Drake, remix Beyonce. It's always like a crazy discography, and you're like, yo, who the hell is it? And it's a 22-year-old from Toronto with no social media. Just slaps. Just slaps, bro. If you ever go to a recording studio where there are people working and you try to talk about the goings on in the YouTube content space or anything like that, people are going to look at you like you're a dork, you know? It's gonna be like, yeah, no, I mean, I've seen a couple internet money videos, but I don't, you know, I don't really fuck with that shit, bro. I just kind of, you know, I'm in here locking in. They say that because the space is so saturated, you have to do more. That's cap. So what really made me kind of get, because the way I am, right? The way I am, whenever I see like a little um an algorithm narrative, right? Whenever I see an algorithm narrative sneak up on me, I get like this visceral reaction, but it's the way that I feel. I can't like really articulate it. I'm just like, that's why I cuss a lot. Um, but I came across this video. I'm gonna see if I can find it for you guys, but it's amazing. I actually tweeted it today. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not gonna be able to find it. So I was checking out this little tidbit, right? This thing.
Feeling alone, and all.
I do have one more question.
Oh, okay. He's because we got to get him out of here.
What would be your advice to any young filmmakers or comics who have to deal with the social media content cycle?
Bro, look at this man's face. Look at this man's face. He's like, sir, why are you bothering me with this bullshit right now?
Talk directly to homeless pimp. This
So,
is a question
social media content cycle.
Yeah, like you're forced to post to be relevant in the algorithm.
That's not true.
Yo, and it's, bro, it's facts, bro. It is fucking facts. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. Because I got a good one. I just have to. I don't want to forget this. Okay.
You don't think so?
No,
You think
don't have to.
right?
it looks like a road to success, but maybe it is for some people. You understand what you're doing with this algorithm is you're trying to get the attention of an artificial brain. It's a really weird endeavor, is to obsess about what will this. An algorithm is if I understand correctly, it's an equation. So you're trying to make that equation pick you up. Like it used to be that you either get obsessed with your own work, like you're just obsessed with your work. You love your jokes, or
you fucking make 5 beats a day for 3 summers, and then you fucking holler at Cree Summers. You know what I mean?
You have a voice you need to get out. But then the other side of the spectrum was wanting to be famous. I want attention.
And see, here's the thing with this content shit, right? Is when you come in, this is for like you guys that are saying this shit, that are not really paying attention, because I just question, like, do you really like do you even like music? You know what I mean? Like, do you like this shit? But he's saying, like, you either got obsessed with the work, you did this, and that's and you just love making beats so much, you love making songs so much that that's what you continue to do, or you wanted to be famous and you're like making beats, which is weird because people who produce records, like for the major, like for a record producer to be known by the public, that has and continues to be and will probably remain to be extremely rare. You know what I mean? Like whenever I see somebody tweet like producers need to start acting like the artists, it makes me want to drink bleach. You know what I mean? Like why, bro? Like why do we need to? I'm not even gonna do it. But why? Like, really think about it. Like, why are you saying that?
That used to make people think about, what do people like? What do people laugh at? What's appealing?
Right.
And looking at humans and looking at audiences and going, how can I make them get me? Or things like, how can I get the gatekeepers to give me a shot? These were obsessions. Mm-hmm. But now this abstract thing of like, how do I get this artificial brain to spread me to people that don't give a shit if I, the way it used to work is if you do something worthwhile, somebody might see it and share it with a friend. Like clickbait is old fashioned now. Clickbait is kind of, clickbait used to be something that'll get people interested and make people share things.
Right.
But they're not interested in humans sharing anymore. It's about literally fitting some weird, either because you are saying something, either because you're saying something popular that's in those 4 subjects, or and not cursing. All the things people are doing to stay out of the algorithm are weirdly self-sanitizing, fucking sick things to be doing with your work.
So that's he's breaking it down like how the algorithm is affecting art and comedy. It's very similar. It's very similar in like where we're at, because if somebody's only interaction with hip hop is through YouTube and say Spotify, right? And all of the YouTubers are getting, using Google's algorithm to decide what type of fucking content they bring you that's based off of how to make music for the people who are making music for the stuff that's on the Spotify playlist. You just get like this circular mill of the same thing over and over again. And that's why, releases get less and less exciting, because they happen more and more frequently and they tend to sound more and more the same. For example, if you go on YouTube, I'll tell you, you know what I mean? Like if you want to make a beat that you want to get a trap rapper to rap on, use the Spins 808 or some variation of the Spins 808, And if that doesn't work, use the Zay. But there's two choices. And what, 400 records that drop a day? You see what I'm saying? Because people who only interaction with hip hop is going and listening to the music and then going for the information on how to create the music. It's just a revolving door of the Spins 808. And the reason why it's a revolving door of the Spins 808 is because the content creators, right, need to, in order for them to preserve their livelihood, they need to keep on putting the Spins 808 in the goddamn algorithm, bro. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
It's the worst thing you could be doing right now is trying to follow the algorithm, trying to be as much like other people in the algorithm as you can be, and trying to shave away any part of you that might not fit in the keyhole. That's a sick, fucked up thing to do because the target isn't even a human being. It's not even audiences. It's just it's a computer.
Bro, and that's the thing, right? I'll bet if I'll bet if everybody in this chat would comment like, is YouTube music like tutorial content, great right now, or is it average? You know what I mean? Like, comment great or average right now. Like, I'm willing to bet most of you guys are going to come back and say average. What's up, bro? Nah, listen, when you guys say average, like, you don't have to say, like, not you, CMP. Like, I'm talking about, like, everybody put together. Like, if you have to put us all together, you can't just pick the people that you like. You know what I mean? But for the most, we're just speaking in general. You know what I mean? Like, generally. Like, generally, do you think that YouTube, like generally, like, I'm talking about everybody's videos, not just, not even just the ones you guys like. Like, we're, want to zoom out. Here we go. Shane says, I haven't made it through a full video in a while. John Connor says it's played out. The bar is in hell. MH says average to below average. Gary Smith says, I think the YouTube creators are slacking because they're pushing propaganda versus providing knowledge. Right, which speaks to this algorithm talk, right? So an algorithm is a fake brain that you're trying to impress, right? So that this fake brain can put videos in front of people who don't really fucking want to watch them. You know what I mean? Like, if you think about YouTube, right? Like, a lot of people watch it for TV, right? Like I watch YouTube like TV. There's a couple shows on TV I watch, but most of my time is, if I'm watching something, it's going to be on YouTube, right? So when you think about, watching something that's awesome and entertaining, right? Like, if we watched music on television, television, It was Michael Jackson world premiere on ABC after Monday Night Football, the 9-minute long version of the black and white video, where it was the first time you seen CGI morph somebody face to face, and Danny Trejo was in the video. You know what I mean? Morphing into a white lady. You know, that's what you saw when you got music on TV, and it was something that was like, whoa, everybody wanted to see that. But the music content that you get on YouTube, bro, you guys don't want to see that shit, right? Like, nobody wants to, like, do you really want to watch plugin review videos? Like, don't you have all the plugins that you need? Seriously? Like, do you really want to watch plugin review videos? Do you really want to watch a video about a compressor? Like, not that, let me put it to you like this. If you were, say you were on like chill mode, right? You were on vacation with a bunch of your, you were on vacation and you have no responsibilities. You got the dope Airbnb and you were going to have like some TV time. You were going to watch something, right? Would plug-in compressor video, review video jump into your head? Would that be what you wanted to watch? No, bro. Would you want to watch somebody reacting to somebody else watching somebody else's video? You know what I mean? Like you're in a great space. You know, you got a drink, you got to smoke if you like it. Would you want to fucking watch a video of somebody fucking talking about somebody else as they're like, no, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ghetto Styles, what's up? Okay, we're not talking about what depends. We're talking about generalities. We just trying to be as general as possible. We're making sweeping accusations. We're not like trying to dig into the rule. If you're new to making music, plugins make sense. Beach feet videos. But what I'm saying, guys, I'm not saying that there is no world. I'm not saying that there's no world where somebody wouldn't want to watch a video of a compressor review, right? What I am saying is that there is no world where a compressor video is as relevant as they are on YouTube. Do you understand what I'm saying? That is an artificial world. That's not like a real place. Like when you're talking to your music friend and you say like, yo, or when you come into my comments and you're like, yo, everyone is such and such, but it's really just 10 people in your algorithm. It's just 10 people it's just the 10 people that you know. Like, yo, everyone's mad about the new MPC Key 61. No, bro. Everyone is upset about the price of eggs, right? That's what everyone is right now. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's upset. Like, everybody, right? But there's like no one that you know in your real life that cares about an NPC. You see what I'm saying? Like, this, it's not real.
It's taking part in something that's really sick. If you go against it and you just don't give a shit and you just keep doing your thing, you live or die by it.
Yeah.
You spend your whole life trying to get listen to what you're saying, forced to post. That's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Bro, could you bro, imagine me being forced. Imagine me being, but like, as somebody who makes music, right? Imagine me being forced to post my process, You know what I mean? Imagine me being, forced to post a behind the scenes. Imagine me be feeling forced to post a fucking beat a day for 30 days just so I could have 30 days worth of content.
And the amount of money that's being made by those companies because you just believe that you are a slave to that. There's no other way. And well, I saw another comedian get, and the club told me, the club looks at your follower numbers or else they won't book you. Well, my advice to a comic recently who was saying that, like, I need to get the numbers up so that I can headline. If you call a club and they go, "What's your Instagram?" You go, I don't have one. They'll go, "Excuse me?"
Yeah.
I don't have Twitter and I don't none of that. What?
Yeah.
I could, send you a tape, or I got a YouTube video, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it. I think I made the point. It's just, I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
What up, Greg? Greg said, it doesn't help that a vast majority of videos are being created by fairly new content creators that are grossly underqualified to be providing their version of the same information. Well, Greg coming in hot.
Well, I think I actually, that's great advice because like we are all like subconsciously, like, the era that I'm coming up in, you think that we feel, I was like, oh, everyone's doing crowd work clips. We got to post crowd work clips.
Yeah.
But we have, for the most part, I think not really. We've been shadow banned. We're still shadow banned, but we just don't care.
I have somebody who does an Instagram for me. I've got an official Instagram, and somebody sends out clips from my series that's on my website. Louis is on my website now exclusively.
Right.
So I wanted to draw attention to it. So we have clips from the website and my specials that just goes out, just clips from the work. And at first I was told, so we're not going to put any cursing in. And I was like, no, let's stay like let's do the opposite. Let's stay out of the algorithm. I don't want anybody. I don't want this to go in the algorithm. I want these clips to go. I want people to share them. And there's like almost an exact number. Every clip is a ceiling to it. It's clear that I'm not there. I'm not going.
Right.
I'm being shared by the same amount of people every time, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So what he said right there, because like I'll always, it'll happen in this chat, it'll happen in my comments, like it happens all the time, and I appreciate you guys for saying this, but there will be, like, yo, CMP, you give so many gems, bro, like you should have more subs, like how do you not have 100,000 subs? Like yeah, you know what I mean? And I always like delete those or hide them, but that's just where you land when you don't, go chasing every keyword or, every product review or, oh, it's just, it's not necessary. It's not necessary unless you want to make a living from content, right? If you want to make a living for content, then you feed the algorithm. But what you have to take into account is that if you go down that road, you need to look at the other people on this platform who are doing music content as a living. They're full-timers. That's their job. That's their business. And you want to go look at them and be like, okay, is their output what I'm going after? Meaning, do you want to make videos, sell courses, sell kits, sell swipe kits? You know what I'm saying? Make loops. Because if you want to do that, and you want to do it big and, make $2 million a year, there's a path for that. You can own a small business and all of your time is going to be dedicated to, working your small business and making music on camera. If you want to do that, then that's where you go. But if you want to make songs with people, if you want to make songs with people at any level, I advise you I advise you to spend less time making content and more time making songs with people. Or am I crazy?
Yeah.
If you're up and coming, it makes life harder. But this is a hard fucking thing to do. It's hard.
Wow. Let's just put this back.
If you're up and coming, it makes life harder. But this is a hard fucking thing to do. It's amount of people every time, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
If you're up and coming, it makes life harder. But this is a hard fucking thing to do. If you're up and coming, it makes life harder. But this is a hard fucking thing to do. It's hard to. At what price do you want to fucking?
You don't think it'll impact comedy overall if everyone?
We shouldn't make content for the algorithm. We should make what makes us happy, like the beats that we create. That would keep it pure, I think. Yeah, bro. That is what I'm talking about, right? Because people, I think like why music doesn't connect the way that it used to, even with younger people, you know, who are in that opening of their life where the music that they're exposed to is going to be their favorite music forever, is because everything is so calculated for, I mean, down to like, yo, we got to use astrology to figure out the release date. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta calculate it down, you know, to the position of the stars. Like that's wild. The internet has made people believing making content is making better. Yeah, yeah. So, oh yeah, yeah. I would prefer to see some kind of rhythm roulette sampling beat making content, but I feel most don't because of content idea. Yeah, Mark, like the best to me the best music content is somebody making some good music. You know what I mean? Like that's dope, you know? And there's all these super talented people. There's all these super talented people in the space, and they could be doing that. They could be, you know, showing their musicianship and shit like that, but they're not. They're like, you know, now it's like, let me use Chat GPT to find my YouTube video titles. You know what I mean? And you know, like have Chat GPT search Google Trends, and that's where we're going. You know, you thought that AI was gonna write the song. It's not gonna write the song. It's gonna dictate the topics of the content. And that's what these guys are on Twitter telling you to do, that you need to do, right? You need to create content. I look at it like this, yo. There's only, like, if I'm being generous, there's only like 100 producer jobs. And that's everyone included. That's the guys who, you know, score the fucking, you know, the guys who get sync placements, the guys who get beats placements, the sample makers, the, you know, the industry grifters who put their tag on the front of the beat and change the snare. You know what I mean? Like there's 100, bro. There's 100, right? I mean, if you want to be really generous and you want to be unrealistic, call it 1,000. There's 1,000 of those jobs. There really isn't. There's 100. There's 100. It's like a professional sport. There's 100 of those jobs, and all you got to do is look at, I'm a small channel. I got 29,000 people. You know what I mean? Like, not. It's most likely that you're never gonna make it, Dewey. You know what I mean? Like, most likely you're never gonna make your music dream come true. Like, it's just probably not gonna happen. If that's the case and you're going to pursue it, it just makes sense to me that you would do it in a manner that was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what's fun is making the shit that you like. You know what I mean? Not the shit that the made up brain on Google wants to see from you, you know? Hold My Beer says, think about what happens to people who consume all of the content instead of the beats on their own, finding out who they really are musically. What's that doing to the younger community? Yeah, bro. They're potentially missing out on fantastic experiences and opportunities that would come down that timeline. But unfortunately, the place in the multiverse that we're in is where we're at right now.
Subscribes to these new rules.
To what new rules?
Being forced to post and
Yeah, I think it hurts comedy. I know it does. Young comics are. I mean, there's a stagnation in comedy. You always see new guys come up, and you see people getting better. I see it. That there are a lot. It's grinding to a slow crawl now.
Is the same thing happening? Is the same thing happening with production? Like, you came in and you had like Scott LaRock, Marley Marl had a way of doing things. Then you had like DJ Premier, Pete Rock, and RZA, right? Then you had Timbaland come in, Dr. Dre. So then Timbaland and who else? Pharrell and them. Pharrell and Chad came in, changed the bounce, changed the vibes. You know what I mean? Then Atlanta came through, DJ Toomp and Cannon and all the other Shotty Red, Zaytoven, change the sound. Then Lex, 808 Mafia, changed it again. And like, bro, it's 12 years later. It is 12 years later, and you're seeing that same thing. That's evidence of the wheel that you're on. And it's like, yo, bro, this idea of like, if you think that you're going to be a music producer and you're just going to stay at your house at the computer, right? So essentially you want to work from home. You want to do like remote work. And like, the people who soar to the top, they're typically not remote workers in a given company or organization. You have like remote workers who are like consultants, but the people who like soar to the top and eventually become partners or work as chiefs, eventually become like, to the music version would be like become super producers and shit like that, get a lot of placements. they're where things are happening. You know what I mean? They're in music cities, or they're a part of a scene, or they have their own, artists going on, and they're making it happen. They're around other producers, everybody's changing opportunities. Yeah, 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 yeah. Right? So you have to decide, like, yo, what do I want to do? Like, do I want to be a remote consultant, emailing loops, getting weird paperwork back, getting told, there's only so many points because the guy was actually in the studio and he's actually taking 15%. You know what I mean? Like, or do you want to actually go for it? Light says, that's why I said basically creating a job. I have fun when I make beats, even tight beats. I watch your content and man, it's cool. I appreciate you, Light. I appreciate you. I mean, I don't really like I don't really like care about the tight beat thing, because um that was a feedback loop. That was a feedback loop. That feedback loop was not from an algorithm. That feedback loop was from people actually working together, right? Like, that was the beginning of trying to find beats online. Back then, I participated in the rapper side, and it was so much easier to go through beats and find something that I liked when there was an artist name attached to it. Um, and when I found these beats, it didn't sound like another producer. It didn't sound like they were imitating another producer. It sounded like a new producer, but just what they would have made with this person in mind. And I rapped on, like, I made like 300 songs in that little period from like 2004 to 2010. Rapped on a lot of tight beats. I'm trying to get to 100 videos uploaded, and I'm not looking at subscribers reviews anymore. I look at it purely organically. I'm 82 videos now. I'm still not monetized. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. When I when I started doing YouTube, like, bro, it might look like I do YouTube seriously, but I do not. Like, YouTube is a hobby. Um, it was something that I wanted to do because before I did it, there was nobody on YouTube who was like teaching what I was teaching. I just wanted to I was so excited about learning how to use Studio One and being able to I did YouTube when I broke the barrier where art meets technical proficiency inside of a given platform. So, like, you struggle to get your idea out using technology, and then at one point, like, hopefully you stop struggling. And so I was so excited that I did that with Studio One. I wanted to show everybody. I was like, yo, because I knew people who used Logic. I knew people who used FL Studio. People who were using Machine, and they were like, yo, this is so hard to do. This is so hard to do. And I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. And I could do all that shit inside Studio One. And I was so happy. I was going to make fucking videos. You guys could see it, but I wanted to text them to my friends. You know? It was a joke. I used to call myself Concrete Zebra. I used to get on the mic and be like, hey guys, it's Concrete Zebra with Studio One tutorials. Don't forget to stop by Studio One tutorials. Pick up your premium membership. It is 50 cents a day. It's fucking around, man. And I don't know what that journey is like to do it seriously, and want to try to and want to try to blow up or whatever, but I imagine that shit probably feels terrible. Cause I like to make beats, you know what I mean? Like that's what I think about when I'm at work. I'm like, God, can we go home, fucking smoke a bowl, make a beat, fucking hear that shit? You know, like that's what I am the most excited about every single day of my life. Do you understand me? Like for a long time. A long time. Is there a way you can monetize your passion without compromising the integrity of your passion? Yeah. I'm this that's what I'm getting to right now. I do it. I do it. Right? I really like making beats. I really like making beats that sound like that. I really like making samples. I really like making samples that sound like that. So if you want to fucking throw me some change, I will show you how to do it. You know what I mean? And if you're really serious about it, for 4 payments of $99, I will show you how to set up my store. I will give you every tool that you need to be able to make products and sell products. And the products that I make are the products that I use in my beats. That's like that's the shit that like I use the shit that I make in the music that I'm excited to make every single day that I send out to my friends who make songs on them. And I gotta tell you guys, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun because I don't really ever gotta feel like, oh my God, I gotta do a review on the new wave sampler, you know? John Connor says, I just got off work, grabbing some chicken from the Indian spot, getting some edibles, then going home to cook up. That's the best, bro. I'd be asleep if I ate and then took an edible though. I'd be done. MH says, do what you want to do and be consistent about it. That's really what it is, bro. So Dre, that's the part I'm kind of glossing over, right? I made like when I started making videos on YouTube, I made videos on YouTube. You know, I would do at least once a week when I first started, you know. I would do one once a week, and then I ratcheted up. Then I did my pay site, so then I had to do once a week on there, and I just never stopped. You know, like once I had customers, I never stopped serving my customers. But I made sure what I was serving my customers was stuff that I like to do, stuff that I was passionate about. Like, yo, making samples is awesome because it's like, yo, this is a crazy way to collaborate with all these musicians. You know what I mean? And the people who are really serious about it, they'll either send me stuff back, or I'll wind up in a with a TuneCore alert, like or I'll wind up with a you know with like $41 in my BMI for the quarter for a placement on Girls on the Pole or some shit. That's real life, by the way. But it's cool. It's like damn, my loop is on a documentary about strippers, bro. Like that's exactly where I want my loops. Like I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's the dude I want. I just What I don't want and what I'm not gonna have is a whole bunch of people all up in your timeline telling you that you got to become a content creator because you like to make music. Like, no, bro. That is not the truth. That's bullshit. What's this?
1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not watching any more of that. I just need to see that. I just need to see that movie when it comes out. What is it called? What's going on? Oh, nothing. We was just talking shit. Talking shit and making beats on the NPC. I did a bad thing. I used my NPC in standalone and plugged it into this preamp, and I was like, fuck, man, because I've been using digital for like the last like 3 months, and I heard analog again, and it made me sad, bro. I was like, god damn it. Viola Davis is in this movie? God, April 5th cannot come fast enough, bro. And it's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. Yo, this is gonna slap. This movie's gonna be amazing. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Tucker, Viola Davis, Jason Bateman, Marlon Wayans, Tom Papa. What is Tom Papa doing in the movie? Okay, Tom Papa, I see you out here doing what you got to do. You know what? Maybe our best music will not have rappers on them, but be background music for movies or documentaries. What do y'all think about that? I I mean that's entirely possible. That might be how the journey unfolds. I got to tell you what. I had an opportunity to do syncs like for real. Like my buddy was plugged in with the opportunities in LA, and we were working on something for a Pepsi commercial. They give you a sample pack with all like the can sounds, and they want you to make a beat with the cans going, you know, that shit. And I gotta tell you, man, I like them people telling me what to do. I don't like I don't like people being like hey, you're really good at doing that thing that you do. Do something different for me, you know? If if you have music that fits that, you know, like me, like I would love to get like a little like low budget horror movie, you know? It have to be low budget though. Like a straight low budget horror movie, one location, you know, like something that's like an abandoned hospital, one place, you know, boom, 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 boom. And then, you know, just a lot of shadows where I could pretend to be John Carpenter for a project. That would be awesome. CMP, what's the qualification a new artist needs to have to work with me? They need to have zero qualifications, bro. All they got to do is ask me for a beat. You know what I mean? Like, just if an artist asks me for a beat, I'll give you a beat. It's mad easy. It happens on here often. Like I'll be playing a beat and someone will hit me up and they'll be like, "Yo, let me get that beat," and I'll be like, "Let me get your email," and I'll send it to them. And if they send me back music and they want to make more music, we'll make more music. Like it's mad easy. I don't I don't I don't make it hard for people to make songs with me, you know? When you work with people like that, you get a lot of arbitrary changes. Sometimes they want to change it, change stuff just to change it. Yeah, it's a fact, bro. That's why I stopped mixing for money. You know, that is why I stopped mixing songs for money because people would like, I would get like some rapper's manager talking to me about fucking delays. Like if you don't shut up about these delays, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about your delays. I would love to make a living from my passion, but my lifestyle doesn't allow for that transition. You know, I mean, and that's okay, bro. Look, not everybody, like, here's the thing, dude. There's men who love to fish, right? And if some dude who fishes told us, that he wants to make a living from fishing, we would be like, bro, then get on a crab boat. You know what I mean? Like you want to make a living fishing. You want to make a living fishing, buddy. Fishing, like have you ever been fishing on a boat on a nice day in somewhere like Florida, catching bass? Like the shit's amazing. I'd want to do that every day for a living too. But you know what? It's that's my passion. You know what I mean? Like sometimes your passion gotta stay there. A wonderful thing about capitalism as a system, right, is that it provides an opportunity for people to monetize their passion. And some people can get extremely rich. The unfortunate thing about capitalism is everybody can't fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's not for everybody. And that's okay. Because the awesome thing about living somewhere like America where you have the freedom and the resources to just even have a shot to try to do it is, even if you don't get to do it at a level where it's generating you revenue, you could still do it as often as you want. And you could do it for yourself and remember why you did it in the first place. Because I guarantee you, the first time you sat at a DAW, it wasn't to make a $30 beat sale, bro. I promise you. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'll give you guys 60 seconds. CMP will get a Heat NBA theme placement song one day. Yo, that would be amazing, bro. I gotta go to the arena. They're using Rick Ross's "Push It" as as an intro song, and I need to be a part of that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Should be you guys, if you guys follow Curtis King on February 22nd, 3:50 Pacific time, I'll be popping out on his platform. doing his series A Chill Conversation with Curtis. So that should be a fun one. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I like that. CMP and Curtis convo would be crazy. I mean, it's happening. It's happening. This is how you know it's happening because I gave him a 50% affiliate link for for sample class, so it's going down. It's going down. I got it locked in, bro. I got it locked in. Discord about to be going crazy. Eclipse says he's gonna be there. That's what's up, bro. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna do this one differently. I'm going to, because like normally when I do like like a show with somebody, like I'll go and like pull up the chat. I think this time I'm not going to like look at the chat and interact because it's a new space and I don't want to get distracted. But I appreciate you guys tapping in on stream. Keep it simple, don't be basic, and we will see you on the next one.